at the minute. But listen, it's probably a little glitch. You know what I mean? Like Man United, there's a little glitch happening right now. But we're here for the Friday debate show. We are with like Adam in the building. Adam, how are you, mate? Everything all good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Been a while. I hope you're all right, Statman. My guy.
I'm good. What are you saying?
All right.
I'm good, man. Oh,
See,
yeah.
hey,
Sorry,
listen, Adam, Rashford might be going out the door with Cody Gakpo potentially coming in, isn't it?
Hey, I'll believe it when I see it.
Absolutely. But you know what? The Glazers, for me, right now, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I think right now they're panicking. Something's going on. You know what I mean? They're kind of losing a bit of control. They're losing a bit of, I don't know what's going on, but all I know is that they are moving mad, that man. And right now, they are in for Cody Gakpo. Just a few minutes ago, a few hours ago, we were in for Antony all in bid for 100 million. Is this almost like a case of plus one or one or the other? What is this?
I don't know, really. I don't know. Actually, it's a good question.
They play on opposite flanks, isn't it? So technically, you can still sign both in it. But I'll be honest with United, I think it will be one or the other. But it's frustrating now. All of a sudden, the money is available, isn't it?
Yeah. This is what I mean, man. This is why I try to say, man, this is not a sustainable approach from the Glazers. This is why, for me, the Glazers need to go, because it's not. It's very, very scattergun. It's literally a case of one. Like, we're in for Rabiot, and then all of a sudden, Casemiro come out of nowhere. Exactly. Not trying to say that people are not happy with Casemiro. I am fully happy with the sign of Casemiro, but it's the approach. It's very, very scattergun. Man United clearly don't know what they're doing.
We only went for Casemiro because we know the club knew this pressure. How can your first target, or not your first target, but how can you go from Rabiot to Casemiro?
Yeah,
it don't make sense. It literally does not make sense at all. Which is why I'm like, the Glazers, they're gonna sign Casemiro. They're probably gonna get one of Antony or Cody Gakpo. Let's see how the fan base react in it. Are they still gonna be Glazers out, or is then the energy gonna shift again?
No. Go on.
It happens every single time. Remember when they signed Bruno Fernandes? Bang. Woodward, they were outside Woodward's house a week before they signed him. That's it. It was gone.
Yeah.
It's just tiring at this point.
But that's where we have channels like this, and we make sure that the message is still clear in it. Like, whether we get signings or not, the Glazers need to go. I'm hearing that they want to sell TV rights now. You know what I mean? That for me, that's where the scary bit is, when they try and sell what the club, when My United fans have traditionally owned, and we kind of like, it's part of the traditional football club. They're going into it, and they're going to leave it in a worse place than it is, and that's what they're basically trying to do now. And they're not willing to spend their own money. They're willing to use the football club to literally make money. And for me, again, that's not sustainable. And also, when they do leave the football club in their way, it's going to be in a worse way or in a worse state. So for me, it's not good enough, man. And that's why, for me, it's still Glazed out. Big up to Ash I, says, Casemiro is good, but 100 million for Antony, stupid, is a repeat of bad moves in the last decade. Man isn't even racked up double digits. Let's talk on the Casemiro for a sec here. Just before we start, are you guys happy with that signing, or are you, obviously it's kind of a done deal? Are you guys happy with that signing first? Because a lot of people are saying he's too old, he's this, he's that. Where are you in terms of Casemiro?
I don't think he's too old. I think he's, well, actually, it was about time we signed someone older. It was about time we actually got someone like 28, 29, 30 years. I mean, he's 1 year older than Maguire. He's the same age, or maybe a year younger than Van Dijk. At 30-year-old, you are still a very, very good player. And if you take a look at Matic, for example, we wish Matic was 30 years old. We would have loved him to stay. My problem with Casemiro is I think he's a good player, but I would have loved Casemiro with Jose Mourinho, but with Ten Hag, I just don't see it.
You don't think so?
It just doesn't hit me at the right player. Look, don't get it twisted. I'm happy with the signing, and the more Casemiro means the less Fred or McTominay, and that's always a win in my book. But still, I've never been a big fan of him, despite his obvious qualities. But we are going to play with the ball. It doesn't strike me as the best deal to make.
But then would you not say Ten Hag used Alvarez last year, who wasn't the best on the ball?
Yeah, but he's way better. And when you consider the fact that he wanted De Jong to be his main player, to accompany someone like De Jong, you need someone that is actually going to play quick and move, not someone going to defend. Just Ten Hag adapts very well to the players he has, but it's just, I don't know. How do you go from De Jong to Rabiot to Casemiro, as you said as well? This is another problem.
So are you kind of underwhelmed by the kind of like the approach that Man United's doing? You were kind of hoping to build your team around De Jong, and then now it's Casemiro. Because you're a very for those that don't know, Adam is very concentrated on tactical element. Are you thinking of the tactical element now of Casemiro receiving the ball from the centre backs? Is that how you're thinking of it? From a different approach from De Jong? Is that where you're looking at it from?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's pretty much my point, because I think midfield players especially depend on the way the manager wants to play. So a midfielder can be very good in a system, but just not suited to the other one. That doesn't mean he's a bad player, for example. So the thing with Casemiro, if we were playing a solid 4-2-3-1, for example, defensive, a Jose Mourinho type of, he would be good. Would be very good there. But now, I just don't know. But still, like, I'm happy with it. 60 million, 30-year-old, Champions League winner. Nah, fine. Don't have an issue with it, to be honest. I don't have an issue with it.
What about you, Statman? Casemiro. You know what I mean? Obviously, experienced player. A lot of people, when you look at who was that player? Fernandinho was still playing, had his best years above 30. Certain people have their best years above 30. Modric is another one. Still effortless over 30. There's certain players like Matic who don't, they kind of like digress, and they, their mobility catches up to them. Casemiro doesn't strike me as that player that mobility will catch up to. I think he's still fit as a fiddle. He gets about on the pitch. He's very, very, I just think he's the right sort of player that we kind of needed. And we've been crying out for a 6. A lot of a sudden we have that 6. So,
I think the criticism, like the doubts over Casemiro is the wages, isn't it? Let's be honest, Casemiro is coming here to get paid. That's just the bottom line kind of thing, and how much are you really going to be motivated to play for Manchester United? But I think I said this before. United needs so many different types of midfielders in terms of we still need a De Jong alongside a Casemiro. Even if we signed De Jong, we still needed that Casemiro, because defensive transition, we are shocking. Our midfield gets carved open, even defense exposed countless times. We've seen it in preseason. We've seen it in the opening 2 games. And you could argue Casemiro is one of the best ball-winning midfielders in football. And he's like, I've always said this, like, our team on the pitch in a way is too nice. When was the last time you really saw anyone in United make a tactical foul, for example?
Yeah, and then Herrera's the last one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's true. I said that Casemiro for a while.
Casemiro is the master of that.
Yeah, he's a shot.
Which is why, like, he's still a massive, massive positive in my head kind of thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Hopefully he wants it kind of thing himself.
You know what I mean? And that's what we needed. We need a bit of bite in that midfield, Adam. You know what I mean? Someone that can win the ball. Tactical fouling, man. I think it's an underrated skill, man. Fernandinho's been doing it for a long time, man. Fred will let someone go past him. Certain people will just let people. We're not calculated enough. We don't have that bit of, that dog, man. You know what I mean? That kind of
the bite.
The bite. We don't have that bite in midfield, and that's where what's the old saying in football? Games are won and lost in midfield, and we our mistakes come from midfield. I know it comes from a back a lot as well in terms of the wingers as well. Sorry, the fullback, but a lot of it comes from midfield where we just have no sort of rhythm or no sort of pattern in midfield. You know,
I hear that. We don't have good bastards. Like, that's basically what we lack. Like, we have bad bastards, to be honest. Like, we have arrogant, soft players, egotistical, self-entitled players that are actually very, very soft. But we don't have fighters in the midfield. Like, I was very much against letting Herrera leave, and it shows. We need someone like that, someone that is actually involved in the game, focused. And this is one of the things that I actually like about Bruno, despite me not rating him as a player. I still think, he moans a lot and he's annoying, but he's still involved. Like, you can see that he's actually focused on the game somehow, even though he's not good enough. But I agree. And Casemiro is that sort of player. Fernandinho is that sort of player. But coaching has a lot to do with the tactical fouls. Like, this is, they have instructions. It's not only the players doing it themselves. And when they are coached to do it, they don't get yellow carded as much. Like, usually when we have players doing it, they always get booked. They always get, it's very obvious. So I'm happy with the Casemiro signing just because, despite him not being particularly my type of player or what I believe is the player we need, I still think he's a quality player. I still think we need the bodies in midfield, and we need talented monsters. We need players like that. We need them, and we need someone who's not 22 years old coming, needing to adapt to the Premier League. Of course, Casemiro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
he will have to, but he's a seasoned pro. Like, this is not the first time he goes to a big pitch in a big club. So yeah, no, it's we need more midfielders though. Him alone, then all of a sudden we will see the weaknesses.
Big up to Alien Tello. In the words of Delia, it says, let's be having you. Absolutely. Guys, it's over 500 of you here. Please, guys, smash a like on the video if you're watching right now. Subscribe if you're new. And make sure you subscribe to Statman's channel as well, man. But yeah, I think for me, Casemiro, is that the end of McFred then for you, Statman? Is this now a strong indication that he wants to get rid of that McFred? You know what I mean? And move into it. It better be. I know
because I swear to God, these two always find a way in it. But as I said, like, come on, man. Surely there's nothing McFred do better than Casemiro. There's nothing at all in it. And that's where it's going to be interesting to see how now the midfield lines up, because you got Casemiro there breaking up the play. I still feel like Casemiro needs like a good enough ball progressor next to him. Like someone like De Jong would have been good. Or even like I said this, even though I'm not Tielemans' biggest fan, but Tielemans is a decent ball progressor for, let's be honest, 20, 25 million. Or even like a Fabian Ruiz before he was going PSG. Someone like that would have been nice next to a Casemiro. But I think Eriksen now is pretty much nailed on in the starting 11 now with the Casemiro side. Because Eriksen is the guy that can receive the ball from deep and progress the ball. How many other midfielders can really do that? Benacer and Cacareo are another good ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. But again, like I said, you know what I mean? It just depends on what the club exactly. A big up to IQ. Say Casemiro doesn't carry the ball off the back four. Problems still exist. But again, maybe Cacareo. But again, apparently the reports are saying that we're interested in one more midfielder. Who would be that one more midfielder for you, Adam? That would be.
It would have to be De Jong.
Can we get De Jong now that we've got Casemiro? Because I don't get this. Again, this just shows another damning in terms of the football club, is that all of a sudden there was no money and everything was drying up, and you know what I mean? They weren't kind of getting anyone, and they were looking at short-term deals in Adji and Rabiot and out of it. Then all of a sudden now they're about to spend it on Gakpo. Antony bid was rejected. So you're saying that there is more money, is what you're trying to say, for De Jong?
Yeah, exactly. I just don't get it. I think as much as I think a forward like Antony is needed, if we have 100 mil to spend, I think we need to splash it on De Jong. So, and they've been very insistent on the fact that he's the manager's top priority, and they want to back the manager. And they've been confident about that deal for a long time. So unless it's very clear that he's not coming, from his words, fine, go for someone else. But it has to be the number one priority. It just has to. It has to, because our midfield we are one injury away in centre half and midfield for going to go back to McFred or Varane or not Varane, Maguire, I mean, or Lindelof. Those players. We need bodies. We need a lot of players. Like I think we need still 6-7 players easy. Right back, 2 midfielders, 2 centre backs, and sell 2 centre backs. And you know which one I would sell. So yeah, but it's very, very annoying that all of a sudden there's money.
Yep, and so late as well. So late as well. Where now, you know what I mean, the panic station's hitting, the pressure from the fans, you know, are they acting upon that one? Or, you know what I mean, are they starting to realize that if they don't get top 4 again, which they always do, when they don't see like they get top 4 again, that's when they spend money. So big up to Zamiasi here. Said, you better panic when after Monday, Arsenal will be 9 points ahead. Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus will get the most goals this season. Right? And if they don't get the 3 points on against Bournemouth today, you're gonna come back on this channel and apologize. Then you're gonna come back. You know what I mean, bro? So big up to Ash. He says, is Bruno at risk of being dropped with Casemiro in? Do you think that, Statman? What do you reckon?
They play 2 different positions. Like, I don't know how you can say Bruno's at risk with Casemiro. Unless you're saying maybe we might switch formation. Maybe Casemiro might be the lone 6, then you're playing 2 8s. and the 2-8s could be Donny van der Beek and Ericsson.
Yep.
Which I think is what I would prefer right now.
There's now, but now with this midfield now, with Casemiro coming in, there's at least a bit more balance. Without, obviously, we need a little midfielder, but at least there's now some sort of balance that could be created. We don't need to have two people doing one job, Adam. We don't have to have McFred doing one job, and that's the problem. We don't have natural sixes at the football club. We had one in Matic.
I don't think Casemiro is a natural six. I don't think.
You don't think so?
If Casemiro plays alone at the basis of the midfield, we are going to be shocking still. He needs to be playing next to someone. I think the question of
but it's like but my point was, it's not like, you know how De Jong could do his own thing and Casemiro could do this one. McFred, they do the same thing together. Like, you know, they don't have an identity. You know what I mean? At least now we know that we've got identity in that midfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah, still, but I don't think we can say this one defends, this one progresses, and this one is box to box. It's too fragmented. They're not working as a unit. This is what bugs me. And possession-based football is about everybody working in the same direction. So I think Casemiro needs to play next to someone. And I think the question of Casemiro putting Bruno at risk is actually quite relevant, because obviously Ten Hag likes Eriksen. And we all rate Eriksen, to be honest. So that means someone of McTominay and Fred is going to play next to Casemiro. This is what I expect, actually. Not that this is necessarily what I want, but I expect Fred, Casemiro, and Eriksen, or Fred, Casemiro, and Bruno. But I think Eriksen is the manager's preferred choice. So it just the thing with the Casemiro signing is it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Maybe I'm getting it all wrong. Maybe I just don't understand it, and after a few weeks, it will be obvious, and I'll say, "Oh, yeah, fine, I missed something." But so far, right now, we need someone else next to him for it to make sense to me, to be honest.
But then could you not argue that was the exact same thing with De Jong? But we still need another midfielder alongside De Jong. This is what I said. Like United, we need, like as I said, we need so many different players.
Exactly. Go ahead. Excuse me.
No, go on.
No, this is what I said in the beginning of the transfer window when we had one of those, one of these shows. I said 2 midfielders to me is almost as important as 2 centre halves. I said we need 2 midfielders. One is not going to cut it. And this is what I went. For me, it was actually more important to get 2 midfielders, 2 centre halves, than another forward. But that was before Ronaldo wanted to leave. So, of course, now we are too light up front. But Casemiro needs another midfielder. But the thing with Casemiro is his profile. I just don't get the profile with regards to what we are doing. Frankie de Jong, I could understand, obviously, with someone else. So it just feels like a panic signing, and the club wanting to put out, look, we signed a world-class midfielder, United, this and that. But I just don't know, bro. I just don't know.
Absolutely. Big up to everybody watching, man. 800 people watching, guys. Make sure you guys like the video, man. Appreciate all the support, man. So, you know what I mean? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, people. Man United are not giving up on Antony. Antony for 100 million. Stat, man. Is that ludicrous? Like,
yeah,
seriously.
Disgrace. Like, it's an absolute disgrace. He's not worth that. Like, the only reason he's worth that right now
is not worth 100 million. Antony's not worth 100 million. Is that what you're saying?
No chance. Absolutely no chance. Like, let's be honest. Like, he's put up decent numbers at Ajax, but there's nothing special. And I said, as I said before, I still have my doubts with Antony and Sancho on either side. 2 ball-to-feet players. But I think at the end of the day, the only reason I'm like, I want us to get Antony is because then there's no excuses for the manager. I've always said it. Tenhag's number 1 target in his attacking areas is clearly Antony. So as soon as he gets Antony, like, no chance. Like, no excuses.
What's the chat saying as well? What's the chat saying? Before I bring in Adam, this is official, man, people, from Santi. Man United preparing a new offer of 100 million, including add-ons. It could be accepted by Ajax. The Brazilian wants to join the English club. Would you take Gakpo or Antony, Adam? What would you do? Let us know in the chat.
I haven't watched Gakpo, to be honest. I don't know him enough. But if you tell me that we are still in for Frankie de Jong is the number 1 priority for me. So until we rule that out, I would I want the Glazers to spend, and I want them to spend, and then I want them to leave. So I don't, as much as I don't think Antony is worth 100 million, I don't have a problem with it because we are so bad, we are so ridiculous and so embarrassing at world like in world football that we need to overpay for everything. We don't
That's
have
the problem. That's where the football club is doing badly, though. We can't be doing that over a long term, and that's why for me, the Glazers and the people in charge, it's not a sustainable model. You can't just keep doing this. You have. I don't know if you've seen yet, but it's a video of Man City's recruitment team talking about situations here and the way they recruitment and the way they're doing things here. And I'm just looking, wow, man, we're light years away from them. We have got to do this properly, man.
Yeah, but you know,
apparently Marseille are closing in. Marseille are closing in on Bailly.
For what, a loan?
Sorry?
Was it a loan?
No, I think it's might be to buy, you know.
For how much?
1 second. No. With a buy included option, with a buy option. Sorry, buy option. This one here. Olympic Marseille closing on Eric Bailly loan deal with Man United. Understand it's a loan with an option, buy option included. Negotiations ongoing with Bailly agents as he has to agree personal terms of the future permanent transfer. Why can't we just get why do you just sell him though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the loan business, man? Just sell him, innit? I don't understand.
I can't lie, that's so pointless, man. There's not even an obligation to buy.
Their option, you know, I mean, what's wrong with this football club, man? Why they put an option? Just buy it, man.
I just don't get it.
I can get why Marseille don't want to take the risk, though, innit? Probably high wages, knowing United, and an injury record, innit?
Again, this comes back down to United, innit? Mishandlings and whatnot, and the way we do things.
We are shocking. We don't have the luxury of negotiating with clubs. We just don't have that. We need to win our reputation back. Our reputation is out.
How do we go from? Do you think, guys? Let me know. Do you think Man United can go for Gakpo and Antony in the same way, or are they just doing like whoever comes first, whoever calls us first, and whoever gives us a green light first? Because I don't understand this. You know, I generally don't.
You think they're going for two forwards because you know Ronaldo could still leave?
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe.
But then would you not got a fairer price if you let Ronaldo go early in the transfer window and then gone and get Gakpo to start the window?
Yeah, but let's be honest, no one's wanted Ronaldo so far.
No, but I'm saying there's a real of not wanting, but then also, you know, you agree to sell him basically, innit? Do you get it?
But United haven't turned down any offers so far for Ronaldo.
He doesn't have much of a value on the market, to be honest, and his wages are out of this world.
You would argue we need a striker anyway. If you look at we only have two strikers. Again, you would argue you would.
And one's 37 and one's injury prone.
Well, exactly. So either way, we kind of needed a striker anyway. So this argument of we have to wait for something. Why does this club have to wait all the time? Like, why do we always wait for decisions to be done for it? Why can we not be proactive? And that's where I think a lot of people are still not understanding. It's very, very scattergun. It's not sustainable, like I said to you. And ultimately, we are reacting to things. And it's not good.
I think someone made a point that Gakpo can also play off top as well, innit? So that could be interesting, a dynamic that Ten Hag could use.
Yep. 100%, man. Isn't Antony just another Rashford Martial? I'm not sure. I think he's got qualities, man. At the same time, why I trust him as well is the fact that he's with he's obviously the Ajax former manager knows him as well. But 100 million, it's madness, man. It's mad. But that's United tax for you. Because United are so badly run, because United don't know what they're doing, because United have John Myrtle as their DOF, because United don't have a self-sustaining model. This is why we are so bad. And that's why it comes from the top, man. You know what I mean? If we come in correct, if we do things properly, if we have professionals doing things and not these absolute nobodies who are basically working from another job. All these guys have done in this transfer in this summer have just restructured certain roles, and that's all they've done.
Yeah. The only one that came from outside was Ragnick, and he's already
there. You go.
It's embarrassing. This is why, as much as I think 100 million for Antony is outrageous, I don't have an issue with it because when your people, other clubs just don't respect us. They don't respect us. We are not serious. We can't handle these. We can't sell players. We can't sign players. Every time we make a deal, the first offer is rejected almost. So we have to overspend until we get back to a position of strength. Just like Man City when they got their first owners in 2008, they were overpaying for prices for players and on wages. And now they wanted Cucurella this summer. Brighton told them no, 50, 55 million. They said no, we want to pay 40. And then they moved up because they have a very, very good team and they are serious in their business. We don't have that luxury. Until we get back to the United we know, we can't really afford to negotiate too much. We need to overspend until we get a good team. And it just happens that we are a rich team with very greedy owners. So that's a very bad combo, but still, we need to get back to a level at which we can say, you know what, if this price, or we move. But we can't afford that. No, we will have Harry Maguire captaining Varane, Ronaldo, and Casemiro.
Yeah, it don't add up, innit? It don't add up, man. Big up to Andre Martino. Saeed, it's time to admit that academy has failed and needs revamping.
Academy hasn't failed. Let's not do that.
Yeah, the academy
goal right now as well. They're beating Everton 2-0.
Who?
United. I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the academy, like I said, we need some of the first team players playing, innit? It can't just be an academy where we just sell players, innit? Like that can't be the case, innit? You know what I mean? So,
but that's kind of how, let's be honest, City that's kind of how they use it though. Chelsea have used it for many years like that.
More for this Ghana, man. 14 million for Ghana. Like, you serious?
No, but in terms of what I mean is let's be honest, Chelsea, the players come through the academy, they loan them out, they get them back from loan, and they just sell them on for a profit.
Yeah.
City have done it with a lot of places here.
But you got to do it right, though. That's the thing as well. You got to do it right, though. You know what I mean? And you can't. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. With United's model, it's always different. That's the problem with United. They all do it efficiently. Man United just somehow create their own version of doing things, and it's always shit. So that's the only thing that I kind of look at it. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly. Big up to Crunch King. Yeah, criminal, man, criminal. Guys, there's over 1,000 of you here. Please smash a like on the video. Go on, Adam.
Gueye was sold to Palace for 25 million, and I swear he didn't play a game for Chelsea.
Who?
Gueye. Mark Gueye.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying to you. Yeah. So that whole notion of, exactly. Man didn't even play. Yeah, exactly. So I just feel like for me, like this football club again, it's just they have no clue what they're doing, man. No. Absolutely no clue, man. I just don't know where now. I don't understand what they're gonna do now. That's how crazy it is now. You don't know what they're gonna do now. They could go for some next player. They could go for this player. I think Sergio Dest, now is available. Sergio Dest. Are you man all right with that one?
Is it the Barcelona player or?
Barcelona player, yeah, Barcelona player.
I don't know much of him. Does he play right back or something like that?
Yeah,
he can play both.
Yeah. My brother told me about him. I think he's quite all right, but I haven't watched enough to form an opinion, to be honest.
What are you guys thinking of Dest, people? Dest, you know what I mean?
He's worked with Ten Hag before, innit? Unless I'm wrong there.
Yeah, he did. He did work with Ten Hag. He did work with Ten Hag. Yeah. You know what I mean? So Man United are making progress with that one. The only thing that the thing is, like I said to you, man, I think he's adaptable as well. Can play left back, right back, and also the fact that he's worked under Ten Hag is a situation. And also we could play wing back system. We might play a back five. Maybe the manager's looking at playing maybe a back five system. You know,
I said it, man. You see that Gusto guy is available from Lyon, man. He's the guy that we should be getting. 19, incredible potential.
And also, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm a bit tired of Dalot, man. I think Dalot's bad. If people want to know what bad is, Dalot's bad, mate. I don't rate Dalot. You man rate Dalot? You man can rate Dalot.
I would rate Dalot as a second right back with someone better ahead of him. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But then again, it goes back to signing Aaron Bissaka. When we signed Aaron Bissaka, I was against that signing, and I wanted someone like Thomas Meunier at the time, who was 26 or 27 playing for Dortmund. Cancelo was almost free. Like, what was it? 20 million, something like that, 25, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I agree with you, Saeed. I don't think we don't know what we're doing. It's pretty embarrassing, and it's a panic. Like the club was really considering Arnautovic. Well, that just tells you there is absolutely no planning. Like it's a freestyle like you've never seen.
Sergio Des representative says Man United have not been recently discuss a possible transfer. And Goldi Gakpo, even if they reach the Champions League group stages, the player has told PSV he wants to join Man United. Wow, man.
Crazy, I think Antony will probably do the same thing, though, innit? Because he weren't training with the first team today. He was in the gym, apparently, by himself.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Antony hands in the transfer request.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So then, that's the thing, yo. Do you then prioritize 2 forwards over 1 more midfielder? What would you guys do?
Midfielder for me. Midfielder. Especially if it's Frankie de Jong. He's a very special player, if you ask me. And the insistence of the manager is just back him, get it done. Unless Frankie de Jong is like categorical and like, I don't want to go and okay, then we move. But just the way, since we've been on that deal for so long, it just feels like he's publicly saying he doesn't want to come because of the money he's owed. But maybe he has some sort of like stuff going with the club. Like if he gets his money back, he will move. But publicly, he has to say that he doesn't want to leave. So unless we get something in that regards that tells me like, oh, he doesn't want to come, that's it. Yeah, you go for the 2 forwards, I suppose. But I would go with midfield and a forward ahead of anything, any other combination, to be honest.
Wait, Adam, would you take Tielemans now?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, now that Casemiro's come, and now I would take Tielemans. Yeah. Now that, you know what I mean? Because then we don't get outrun in midfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Tielemans and Frankie de Jong would have been all right. More than Frankie de Jong and Casemiro.
You think so? You don't like Casemiro, do you, man? Adam, what's going on, man? Are you Barcelona fan?
No, it's not that. It's not even that. Boy. No, I'm not. No, it's just. I think I prefer, for example, Matic over Ruben Neves, over Casemiro, and over Tielemans. But I don't believe.
Wow, you think so?
I prefer Matic, to be honest. But if you told me with the Frankie de Jong and Ten Hag, I think Ruben Neves or Tielemans are more suited, just based on the way he plays and the way those players are actually. Look at the last time Erik Ten Hag played with Frankie de Jong. He played with someone that was not a defensive midfielder. He played with Lars Schöne. So it was more of a Carrick type of player. I don't have anything against Casemiro or anything. It's just not like that. I just don't look at it that way. And I rate Matic very highly.
I think Matic was a clever player, but not mobile enough for me, man. That's the only problem with me.
Bro, you haven't watched Casemiro. He is not that much quicker mobile than Matic.
But he's more agile, though, than Matic.
Easy. I think he's way more clumsy.
You see what Adam, I think he just likes footballers kind of thing, innit? He needs to appreciate
Adam, man.
I like they should house free as well. It's not that. It's just, I don't know. People are not getting me in the comments.
No. Don't worry about the comments. But I'm just thinking, like, the Matic one, I think Casemiro can get the ball and stretch it and give us a bit of kind of, mobility in there. A little bit.
You think Casemiro is clear of Matic?
I think he's clear of Matic, yeah.
If you give me a 30-year-old...
What are you talking about right now? Matic right now?
No, if you give me a 30-year-old Matic...
Oh, 30-year-old Matic, okay.
No, of course.
I'll still take Casemiro.
If you give me the both of them, I'd pick Matic every single time. Why? The two are big and strong, defensive. Neither is more mobile than the other. And I would argue money on this. I would bet money on this. And Matic on the ball is clear. Much, much better passer, much better first touch.
But then would you not say Casemiro is a better ball winner as well?
Is he a much ball winner? Is he? I think he might be slightly, but not that much. Much. I think he might be better, but not that much. Like, I think it's a very, very fair comparison. Comparison.
Yeah. Good debate, though. Good debate. And by the way, I don't like shiny toys. I'm just trying to say, like, I think we need Casemiro in this team. Like, I don't understand that why people are saying to me you don't need Casemiro. I personally don't think so. Like, I think we need Casemiro. I think he offers us a lot. I think he's more mobile than Matic, and he'll give us that solid base that I think between the defense and the attacking force that we've always wanted. That connector role, that in between, that transitional phase there is going to be Like it's not gonna be a massive thing, and we need one more midfielders, but it will help drastically.
You know what?
I'm
This is
sorry.
exactly my point. With Casemiro, I just don't think he's good for the transition. I think if we are more of a defensive or a compact team, I think, yeah, he's one of the world's very finest. But the way
Let me just read the super chat here. King
ahead,
Juice, big up gents from America. Big up to you, man. Do what's necessary to get the Glazers out. They were worst owners in the NFL for over 20 years. They don't deserve your club. They are a virus. Absolutely, man. The message is always clear on this channel, man. Glazers out always, man. No matter what. We don't compromise. We don't, even if we get transfers, man. Always Glazers out. Guys, 1.1k in the building, man. Guys, not even 300 likes, 400 likes, man. Come on, people, man. Let's get the likes up, man. If you're enjoying the show, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to Statman's channel as well, man. I think I missed a super chat as well. 1 second. I think it was... Where is it? Yeah, Saeed. Ollie's gone, but United doing freestyle signing. Listen, man. Metal Madness, innit? You have to chat to the guy that's below me now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've left him for a while, innit? But you know what I mean? It's getting to that point now where I don't want to speak on your behalf. You know what I mean?
Look, you know what, Saeed? Like, I'm getting cooked in the comments and people don't agree with me and people don't want.
No, it's your opinion, bro. It's your opinion.
No,
you say what you say.
No, that's all right. That's all right. And it's as long as it's it's always fun. But look, I want you people to remember this because I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. I really, really don't. So if actually Casemiro is a very good ball playing center midfielder, if he's very good in the transition, when we go to the World Cup after the first half of the season, I will admit that I was wrong. I just don't want people to be surprised if all of a sudden we are not more fluid, because the problem is not Casemiro as a player. I think Casemiro as a player is a very accomplished and good player. That has nothing to do with it. I just think that regarding the situation we have at the club and what our needs are, I don't think he's the wisest choice. I don't think really. As much as I don't think Matic is the wisest choice, because I think Matic is similar in profile to Casemiro. And I don't think he would be the right man to do that job in a Ten Hag team. Again, maybe I am completely wrong, but it has nothing to do with the player. It has more to do with his profile. If you told me right now, who do you think is more suited? I would, between Marco Verratti and Casemiro, I would pick Marco Verratti or Ruben Neves, something like that, just because of the profile of the players. Has nothing to do with Casemiro. And people who are now telling me deluded and this and that, if they want to come back and tell me that I was wrong at the end of the season, I will admit it. I will simply admit it. No worries with that. Just
absolutely not.
It's not an agenda. I don't have anything against Casemiro. He's just not. Yes, of course, he's not my cup of tea particularly, but still, I think he's
the only agendas Adam has is against Maguire and Rashford, isn't it?
No, exactly. The only agenda I will accept is Maguire. Now you can come to me with that. That's all right.
Yeah. Big up to Belay Visuals. Says big up boys. You know where I stand. The board back in the manager. Big up Belay Visuals for that one, and big up to Ash. Sorry, I missed the other super chat. Anderson at centre back next year. Saeed knows proper baller. For me, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm looking at him thinking, boy, man, I like him, man. He's a very, very good defender. You know, but I don't know how much the price tag they would put on him. I think they will put on a hefty price tag on him. Does anyone like Anderson here? Anyone he's liking from Crystal Palace?
I'll be honest. You see him, yeah. He's been doing this since Fulham days. You're just starting to get hyped now because obviously the first game was Monday night or Friday night football against Arsenal. But he's been doing this for a very long time. I remember, I said Tottenham should have been going after him after that Fulham load.
No, but I rated him. I've seen him at Fulham, and he had a good. Like obviously they got relegated, but still, I thought his overall abilities on the ball were great. But I think even last year was a very, very good season from him, and now this year is another one. I just think he's a very, very underrated centre back. Yeah. But you're trying to say like, you know, too much hype has been put on him.
No, what I'm trying to say is like he's been doing this kind of thing for 2-3 years now since his Fulham days. It's just now people are starting to realize, which I find crazy.
Yeah. Big up to JML. Casemiro isn't mobile. It doesn't help in transition. There's a reason he doesn't touch the ball when Madrid pass out from the back. He ain't no Fabinho or Rodri, far from it. But I haven't compared him to Fabinho or Rodri. I don't want him to be Fabinho or Rodri. I just want him to be good at what he does. And in a Ten Hag system, you got to remember, we're not Man City. We're not Liverpool. We don't have that level of quality at the minute in terms of our team. Our team is still learning. It's fragmented. So, you know what I mean? We might not see the best of Casemiro this year. We might see it next year when we have an overall better team. So, I don't expect a lot from Casemiro because we need other people in there. You know what I mean? So big up to Nate H. How is Casemiro signing any different from the Varane signing? Yeah, good player, but what's the planned project? Another short-term signing, guys. Come on. I think I was going to agree with you. The last bit I can agree with you, but the first bit I don't think I can agree with you on that one. I don't think it's different to the Varane signing. I think any Real Madrid fan will tell you they would want to keep Casemiro. Yes or no? Is that a fair comment? I think Real Madrid fans would want to keep Casemiro. I'm not sure they were that arse when Varane left. I think they probably see the best of Varane. But in terms of the second point, I completely agree. You know what I mean? It is scattergun approach. It is short term, maybe thinking, but at the same time, Ten Hag has looked at it and thought, you know what? What can I do? I need some people in there with pedigree. I need you to go and get me this player. They must have had a conversation because I don't know if you've seen the interview with Gary Neville. They asked him who makes the signings, and he said me and the club. So they both
wait for that to come out.
Apparently, it was coming out 6:30. It came out.
I think it's coming out Monday. The full thing, isn't it?
What's the point bringing it out on Monday, man? Why did it
Monday Night Football before the game, innit? United Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Sky Sports.
But yeah, like I said to you, with this whole project and the whole idea of this football club, it's what I mean. It's no way to run a football club, man. How long do we have all summer, and then now in the last 10 days you want to buy 3 or 4 players? What sort of club does that?
Yeah.
What sort of club does that, really?
Yeah, it's
a club panicking because of fan pressure.
There you go, and that's why I put the title. A club, the Glazers are panicking because of fan pressure, because of the fact that they know that this guy who's going to come in, Jim Radcliffe, is serious about buying it, and I hope he is serious. I hope he doesn't do what the rest of the owners did, man, and just kind of be deterred away. Because a lot of them have been deterred away because of the interest and whatever, and the depth and everything like that. I hope he's serious, man, because for me, that's where the real hope lies. If he's actually serious and has the intent to buy this football club, we can be some. That's why I'm praying every day, man. I'm like, yo, please, Jim Radcliffe,
make it happen. Yeah.
So he frozen?
Okay, yeah. I was afraid it was just only me.
I can't lie. You see that Jim Radcliffe guy? He has been interested in buying United he's always said he wants to buy United, isn't it? Which is why I'm like, I'm still patient on that kind of thing, innit? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I always say I'll be very shocked if the Glazers sell. Especially now, like, they got the fans back on side with Casemiro and Antony. Or some of them.
You think that
it happens every single time, man. They get a new shiny toy, that's it, the pressure goes.
Yeah, exactly. You could argue it's actually a good thing we lost the first 2 games of the season. It actually might not be a bad thing if we lose against Liverpool, as outrageous it may sound. Because let's suppose Casemiro plays and we win. I don't
think Casemiro plays, by the way. I don't think United would have registered him in time.
No, I agree with you. But I don't think he plays. But just let's suppose he's fit to play against Liverpool. Let's suppose he plays and we win. We lose momentum.
But I'll be honest, don't you think Casemiro loses momentum? Because this is a new shiny toy for people now.
Yeah, it does. It does in a sense.
Then let's be honest, we are getting one of Antony or Gakpo that loses momentum again.
I agree with you. This is why it's very, very important that we just don't lose momentum. And this is why I'm still keeping my focus on the Casemiro deal. For that price and with that resume, we could have got him a long while ago. So that was not part of the plan. So
yeah, but but it's therefore like they knew fans wanted them kind of thing, which is why they had to please fans. And let's be honest, Casemiro is one of the best holding midfielders in the world. It's gonna please fans naturally, kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. He has a reputation that comes with it, a big name, and defensively, he's one of the world's best defensive midfielders. Of course, he is. But we must stay focused on the task at hand. We can't allow this to. It's still business out. It's still like Casemiro. Casemiro, Antony, and De Jong before the end of the transfer window, when we still need to protest and Glazers out and everything. Because
I got a question.
Yeah,
Casemiro, Antony.
The Glazers trying to kick me out, man. I'm telling you.
Wait, Saeed, both of you answer this. Casemiro, Antony, Malacia, Martinez, Ericsson. What do you rate that win out of 10?
Say that again, sorry.
Casemiro, Antony, and then Malacia, Ericsson, Martinez.
Without De Jong.
Without De Jong. 7 out of 10.
No, I wouldn't go as far. I would go 5-4. 4 probably.
No. Let me see.
I think 7's fair.
Yeah, 7.
We have Eriksen, Donny van de Beek, and Bruno. So basically, one of the big players is not going to play. We just gave Bruno a new contract. Malacia.
But we needed Eriksen though, because Jesse one might have left on the freeze, wasn't it?
Yeah, I agree. But the problem is we still have Bruno. We would have needed Eriksen.
Now you know what? We need a forward. You have it added, so you've added. So is
Antony,
Eriksen, Antony,
Casemiro,
Malacia,
Martinez.
We need a right back. I would give a 4 or a 5 this. Because in the state I think we just freed about 40 million pounds a year in wages with Matic, Pogba, Mata, Cavani, all of those players leaving. So just on the wages alone, we should have signed. This covers for almost Martinez.
7. I think 7's about right. And then one more midfielder would make it a good transfer window. Then that would carry it over.
For me to make it
8, 9.
For me to make it a 7, I need Frankie de Jong, a right back, another midfielder. To make it a 6 or a 7, because I don't think people realize how bad these players are. These starters.
Sorry, I missed a super chat.
Yeah, but realistically, like, we knew we weren't going to get every single position fixed in one summer, kind of thing, innit?
A goalkeeper, 100%. We needed a goalkeeper as well.
Well, that's how his boy.
Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready to have conversations. The same way you need to have conversation about Myrtle.
I said when Matt was messed up, innit?
Well, I've admitted that we needed maybe a new keeper next season.
Listen, we're even now. We're evens.
We're even, innit? Apparently, Barcelona and Frankie de Jong to reduce his 5 million net for salary this way that he can stay. Well, listen, big up to Side Guy. Says Glazers are trying to buy our silence now. They know that there is a viable buyer. We should not fall into their trap. These people must leave. Absolutely. I think you know what it is. Yeah, I've said it many times. Yeah. Like, they can get all the signings we want. Nobody's going to say here, because you bought them signings, the Glazers can now stay. Like, nobody on here or any United fan with the right mind will say that the Glazers shouldn't leave. Like, the Glazers have to leave. They need to leave because at the end of the day, it's still not a sustainable model to just throw money at it and expect the problems to go away. It's not. We've been doing it for the last 10 years. So I think for me, like I said,
I saw a tweet yesterday, or was it today? I think it was today, where apparently, the Glazers out hashtag. Yeah, it's been used at 43% less in like the last 24 hours now. Since obviously the Casemiro stuff has come out.
Well, I hope. But then again, you got to realize that there's a lot of, maybe bots in it. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I still think that it's been used. So it's just about pressure and consistency. That's only one night. Still got to keep using it, man. So, like I said, I won't be at the game on Monday, innit? Empty Old Trafford, man. So everyone's got to do their part, innit? Like, I'm doing my part, you know what I mean, and whatnot. I'm not going to the game. Hopefully that sends out a message to the owners. It's on Sky Sports, the biggest game at Old Trafford. You know what I mean? This is one of the biggest games of the season, isn't it? British. So I'm not there at the game. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't control any match going fan. You can do what you want, but like I said, I'm not going to the game, man, because I want to be part of that empty Old Trafford. I want them to feel what the fans feel. And if they see an Old Trafford that's 40, 50%, less capacity, then I think they'll realize, you know what, man, we've lost the fans. Yeah. Or the fans don't believe it. It's a loss of confidence. And when you have that loss of confidence and you don't have that belief, you know what I mean? Hopefully they have that consideration.
But then what's the point of doing it for 1 week?
No, but because it's the first game. This is a game where I think now there's a pressure on. I get what you mean in terms of why to do for 1 week or whatnot, but this is like a prominent game. Man United.
I hear that, but realistically, everyone still paid for the tickets, kind of thing, isn't it? It might send out a message for 1 week. I get that,
100%.
No, but it might send out a message for 1 week. But if everyone still turns up the game after Old Trafford, what does it change it?
And now you're not getting my ticket. The seat's going to be empty, man. Look at that. I don't know if you're a United fan or not, man. But the whole message of the empty seat is not to sit thingy, you know what I'm saying? And the thing that, when the people say about, like, you still got a season ticket or whatnot, I don't want my ticket to be given to someone else. That's another thing I don't want to do. I want my season ticket to kind of stay there and also still have that same message. So if I can, then that seat's empty. But imagine every 50,000 of them seats are empty. Like rather than you go and give that ticket to someone else, and then it's all of a sudden 50,000 full. So visuals matter. Yeah, exactly. Someone said it there. Visuals matter.
Yeah.
So we could do it often and do it. Then you have a loss of confidence. You have and then the Glazers look at it, think, you know what, these guys are not happy. You know what I mean?
But that's the difference, though. You have to do it continuously because 1 week, what does that
Yeah,
mean?
100%. Yeah, you have to do consistency, but that's where we need to do it on the massive occasions. Obviously, when there's the TV cameras and whatnot not there, it might not have the same effect because this is going to be shown around the whole world. Monday Night Football, prime time television. It's going to do an effect.
Yeah,
but like I said, I'm doing my bit, and anyone else who wants to do their bit, it's up to them, innit? So, but yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? We've got a game on Liverpool. Apparently, we're meant to be playing Sandro Martinez CDM. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not with this, you know, man.
Yeah.
I'm not with this CDM
Why?
Lisandro Martinez. I can't lie, because I think the main aim of the manager, I would say 80% was him to play at centre back.
Yeah.
For one game, he's had one. Like people are saying he's had one bad game, and then all of a sudden they put him on CDM. I want him to trust him at centre back because of the way he plays and the way he can deliver the ball, and the way we can sort of almost like the way he was. Like the plan was to play Sandro Martinez at centre back. It wasn't to play him at CDM. Where are you on it, Statman?
Well, would you not say this is not necessarily not showing faith in Martinez playing centre back, but not showing faith in the midfield that you don't trust him? That's like I said. Like clearly, the plan is for Martinez to play centre back, isn't it, long term and stuff. But I think for like one game against Liverpool, where we're getting battered week in week out right now, we lost 4-0 to Brentford. You might as well try Martinez in midfield. You're going to have to adapt, and then obviously long term, you're going to bring in Casemiro the week after, kind of thing, innit? And then move Martinez back to centre back. But I'm fine with it for 1 week or for one game.
You fine with 1 week? I mean, Adam, are you fine with it for 1 week?
Nah, not really, bro. Maybe for 1 week, but I want Varane and Martinez. I just want, because the manager wants to play from the back. This is what he does. So we need a goalkeeper, and we need the player. We need to use the players he bought to achieve that goal to be playing in their rightful positions. So Martinez needs to be a centre back. We need a.
Is that it then? Sorry to cut you off, but is that the reason why Martinez plays centre defensive mid? Because we have to almost start Maguire. He won't play Martinez and Varane. Like that's what and that comes down to whether there is a case of, can Maguire be dropped? Maguire has to play almost sudden. So that's why he's playing CDM. I don't think it's tactical reasons. I don't believe it is, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't understand people slating Martinez, to be honest, because I think he played quite well the first 2 games. I don't think he's been shocking at all. But the thing is, we are already moving from the manager's plan because our players can't do what he wants. He brought Martinez knowing that he's not tall, because he knows how good he is on the ball. And that is the purpose. That is like his goal, is to play from the back and to have players able of moving that ball. We might make an exception against Liverpool just in order not to get absolutely smashed. But still, Martinez in midfield, with other players around him not being able to play on the floor, he's not going to be much more useful than at the back, is he?
Yeah.
The problem remains the same, because Bruno can't play with the ball, Rashford can't play with the ball as well. If Fred or McTominay plays, well, then again, there you have it. So he's still going to have the problem he has playing centre back. No one to play with him. And if you get Martinez only there to defend, it's just weird.
Let's do the team then. Let's work out the team. We're gonna put the team that we want to see play, people. And guys, still 1.1k in the building. Guys, smash a like on the video. Let's get it up to 500 likes, people. If you can get to 500 likes, that would be amazing. And make sure you go subscribe to Statman Bays' channel, man. Right. Obviously, De Gea is in goal because. And by the way, we need another keeper, man. I don't know why we're not getting another keeper.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can trust Heaton. Right back. Do we need to bring in Wan-Bissaka, or shall we keep Dalot?
No. Dalot.
Hello, Statman, are you convinced?
Wait,
There?
can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. Yeah.
Gone. I'll go with back five.
Back five.
For me, defend for your lives.
Mm.
Like I said, this like I am not confident for this game in it, but realistically, Ten Hag is obviously going to stick with back four, so it's going to be Dalot.
Right, let's keep with Dalot. Right, centre back partnership. Are we saying Martinez in CDM?
Is this what we want to see or what we?
Yeah, want to see.
I don't know.
I say
we like
for
depth.
me, Lisandro Martinez and Varane at the back. What are you guys saying?
It would be my.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, it would be my preferred option as well.
Stop.
But
What
then
you
you
thinking?
probably see McTominay and Fred in midfield.
No, you don't have to.
Then what are you going to do in midfield?
I'm gonna put Donny and Fred.
Fred
or McTominay at the moment, both are.
Listen, there's no options, bro. There's no options, man.
I can't. Oh my days, man! I'll probably lean towards Maguire and Varane, and then Martinez in midfield.
Okay, so me and Adam have said that. Let us know in the comments, people.
I can't have Maguire.
Martinez and Varane, or sorry. They say FIFA. No, we're gonna have one holding midfielder, bro. One holding midfielder. Right, what we're gonna do? Let us know in the comments, people. Centre back partnership.
Bro. If you play Martinez in midfield,
I don't know. You know,
I play Varane and Bailly.
Varane and Martinez. Let us know.
Bailly realistically, he's not going to play.
Obviously, Bailly's not going to play, man. Come on, people, man.
Yeah, but we said this is what we want, no?
Varane Martinez. Okay, Varane Martinez. A lot of Varane Martinez. We're going to go with that one.
I think it's our best partnership, Varane and Martinez.
Yeah, exactly. Left back has to be Malacia. Everybody can agree with that one. I am done with Shaw. Malacia, this could be the game that makes him, man. Up against Salah as well. This could be the game. Right, let's go and plug. Obviously, back to double pivot. Fred and Thingy, yeah? Is that a pair? Fred and Donny? Are you happy with that, both of you?
No.
I'm unhappy with every single combination.
That's true as well.
So at this point, it just depends on which. The problem with
it can't be Fred and Eriksen, surely.
No, I think Donny has to play.
Fred and Donny, man, it's got to be. This might be the game that makes Donny.
Surely you chuck Garner into it or something, and a bit of bite in midfield.
Nah, man. Garner's on his way out, man. Right. Eriksen or Bruno? Eriksen. I think this is a very, very tricky. I think for me, I'm going with Eriksen in the midfield.
Oh, easy.
With discipline.
What are you guys saying? Discipline and quality, both.
Yeah.
I don't think they're comparable, the two. Eriksen for me every day.
What are you saying?
Yeah, it has to be Eriksen, isn't it? We know Bruno's record in big games as well.
Yeah.
Especially when he has a holding midfield close to him. That's it. Bruno dies every single time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Christian Eriksen. Okay. On the right, on the wings, these guys haven't been producing, man. No goals, no assists.
But
absolutely nothing. These guys have been bad, man. Sancho and Rashford have been bad. You can't give excuses, man, Adam, man. They've been bad.
No. You know me on Rashford, and But the thing is, I was about to defend them for the first game, and I think they've been poor, very poor, the both of them, to be honest. But still, since we are trying to play from the back, the whole transition from getting the ball to them has been very poor. So I don't think we have seen enough of those players based on, one, their performances, but on the whole team being dysfunctional. So I think they've been shocking, but I think there's some of that responsibility that is not on them, to be honest. And for me to defend Rashford is mean that I'm really trying to be honest here, because I would blame him for everything. But I don't think he's shocking. Let's not get it wrong. He's terrible. But still, I don't think the build-up, the midfield has been shocking. The defense has not been good. The goalkeeper has been playing against us. So to some extent, the front three has been isolated.
Let's just, I think they'll probably play, man. You know what I mean? There's no point, even talking about it. I think the one up front will cause a bit of debate. But these guys need to step up, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Sancho, for me, I'm a bit worried about him. I think he needs to produce more. I don't know if the game just gets past him, like, you know, and he needs that one game. He needs that. I don't know. Maybe it could be Martial. Maybe that's been a missing jigsaw. You know, there's been sources coming out of Sky Sports saying that would the season been different with Martial playing. I think that's a bit far fetched. If I'm being honest with you, it would help, of course, but you know what I mean. With the way we've been leaking in goals and the way, you know, we've just been not running at all and just players not trying. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But like I said, what you guys saying? Martial up front or Ronaldo up top?
Ronaldo.
I think just based on fitness, you'd have to say Ronaldo. But
has Martial just come back today?
No, I think today. I think yesterday or the day before, maybe. No.
You know what though? It's a good question, you know, because Martial doesn't strike me the player that needs to be eased in. Like, you know, he's sort of player that I think, you know. But then again, do we have to protect his injuries
you see
now?
That? I disagree. Martial, we know his injury record with muscle. Like he picks up a lot of muscular injuries, kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why you have to be careful.
You have to be. And the thing is, I would say, like, if you asked me 3 years ago, I would have said Rashford because he's going to track back and run. But the Rashford we know now doesn't do that even. I don't think he's been disciplined enough. So I would, if Martial was fit, I would have said Martial on the left and Rashford on the bench.
Yeah. Facts.
Would you not rather play Garnacho on the left or something? Or Langa?
Yeah, but it's a big game for a kid. It's a big game. It's just, for a first game, it's hard.
I'll be honest, man. They're all annoying me, man. I've had enough.
I agree.
Like, you know, when you're talking about Rashford and Sancho, like I said this, like going forward, okay, like you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
Defensively, man, help out.
I know. They don't cover back, man. This is the problem. This Dalot is when he's bombing on forward. Will Sancho get in there and help out? I don't know.
And the same thing with Rashford on the other side, man. Just track back, man.
Yeah.
Moment, he just needs to leave, man, because he just feels like he's not going to improve. Something is off in his head or something. Like something.
You know, Adam. Sorry, Adam. You know, Adam. When we're in transition here, we're defending. What do you think is a problem with our team?
When we are defending, when we lose the ball, for example.
Yeah, when we lose the ball. Yeah, we'll lose the ball. Why are we so easy to play against?
Oh, because the players don't understand instructions and they can't apply them. If Ragnick couldn't drill them to pressing triggers, I think they're a lost cause. Because Ragnick and Ten Hag, let's face it, they both press. They play different football, different systems with different players. But pressing and running is a requirement for both of them. And we couldn't even see the team press like coherently with Ragnick. So this is why I think, and of course it's unrealistic to ask for the whole team to be shipped in one window. But at this point, it's both quality and we need a new page. Like we need new players. Those players are just the fans don't have confidence in them. They don't trust them. They don't trust themselves. It's just I don't think they can actually. Well, look at the difference between preseason and the first two games. Preseason was actually quite encouraging, but now we see that they have instructions and they can't follow them. Just like the first 45 minutes against Palace when Ragnick came in, and then after, they just go back to their old habits.
Yep, exactly, man. But listen, we need players, obviously. Hopefully, we get some fresh new blood. But
wait, is that Graham Bailey guy reliable?
Well, what's he said?
United signing Casemiro could have an impact on McTominay's future. Interest from a number of Premier League clubs. No decision by United. Player hasn't asked to leave. If it happens, most likely alone.
Yeah. This is exactly what it is. Yeah.
Please sell him. Put that up. Have you got the link up? Put the link up so I can put.
Yeah, I'll send it to your Twitter.
I send it to my Twitter.
Get him out, man.
Man, get him out of here, man. I'm done with this McTominay. You haven't seen it?
Check Twitter.
Oh, yeah, there it is, yeah. Yo, man, I'm so glad, man.
Yeah, we're praying, man.
But like Scott Saunders, you know, big up my guy Scott Saunders. But if we get rid of this guy, man, oh my God, man.
What are you saying? A little celebration stream and that.
Celebration stream, I'm telling you. Scott McTominay has been subject to interest for non-Premier League clubs as he emerged. Man United were close considering Casemiro. Any departure for McTominay were it to happen at the end of the window, most likely to be on loan. No! Get rid of him!
Get rid of him, man.
Get rid of him!
We'll take anything right now, man. As long as he ain't there.
I'll take anything, mate. No, listen, get rid of him, man. I'm tired, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to single him out yet, but I'm just tired, man.
It's terrible.
Yeah, man. But listen, people, let's get our predictions in. What you guys thinking of the game, man? I'm going for 1-1. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. I've just gone for 1-1. I just feel like we might see a defensive formation from Ten Hag, and Liverpool are not, they're not, you know, they're not pulling any trees. But then again, it's not hard to pull any trees for United. But I just feel like it'd be 1-1. Let us know, people, and get the likes up, man. There's 30 more likes till 500 people. So 30 of you, smash that like button, man. Go on, Adam.
Bro, it's hard to make a prediction because if we play, I would need a starting lineup, to be honest, to make a call. Because if we go with what Ten Hag usually does and he sticks to his guns, we are getting pumped at least 5 goals. Yeah. But if we see a defensive formation and he goes for a more compact setup, then maybe you could say we lose by less goals. This is how optimistic I am. To be honest, I'll go with the Liverpool victory. Man, I don't even have a score prediction.
Yeah, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Statman, what are you saying?
3-0 Liverpool.
3-0.
If we're lucky.
We haven't scored yet. I think our only goal contender for August is our own goal.
Oh, you know what, man? We're gonna be in the mud, you know. You know how Arsenal didn't have a goal?
Yeah.
Oh my days. Have we got one more game in August?
I think so.
The Liverpool one?
Let me see. Yeah, we must. It's still the 19th.
Southampton, isn't it?
Southampton is in August, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I think.
Yeah, Southampton 12th and the 27th.
But Southampton is a controversy team, bro. Southampton is a game.
Southampton, bro. Yo, just someone score a banger, man, because I'm not going to lie to you. If we don't have no goals a month, yo, it's peak.
Yeah.
Last season we did Southampton, you know. We drew 1-1 both times.
Yeah, 1-1 both times, man. What was that? Yeah, but David Gates kept us in the game, man. Remember?
No, I don't remember.
I don't recall.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Sanchez scored.
Southampton are bad, though, man. They're bad. But we're bad as well.
Yeah, but we're bad. Exactly.
and then we got who else have we got after that?
They got more points than us.
They got more points, but I think we were lost. So they must have.
Leicester.
Who else have we got after that?
Leicester, Arsenal, Palace.
Yep.
Leeds.
I don't know.
City.
I don't know what the next win is coming.
Everton.
Everton will be.
Yep.
Everton
Tottenham,
will be.
Chelsea. West Ham.
Yep.
And this is bad, you know.
Well, you know what? All of the teams in the Premier League are ahead of us as things stand. So there's no easy game.
Yeah, there isn't. There actually isn't no easy games. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, long day, man. Long day.
But yeah, man, listen, we're going to wrap it up here, people. I'm just going to put a link in the chat here. I need you guys to go vote for me for the Football Content Creator Award.
100%, my bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, man. The link is here, people. I just put the link in the chat right now. I need you guys to go over the Instagram page and comment my name at SaeedTV_. So just all you got to do, get in the comments. There's 900 of these here. So I pray there's 900 comments. But listen, if you guys haven't got Instagram, just leave it in it. Don't worry about it. But if you do have Instagram, go onto that link right there. Then just spam in SaeedTV. Just spam it about 1,000 times if you want to. Just go and get me there so we can win that Football Content Creator Awards, man. There's no podcast option, man. Man, you know, I don't know why they didn't do no podcast option.
I swear it was the one last time.
It was last time, but there wasn't. Yeah,
that was a mockery as well, you know, when Big Six didn't win that last time.
I know, but that's why they don't know podcasting it. So it's peak out here. But listen, love to everybody. Make sure you guys like the video on your way out. I might do a call-in show tomorrow, you know. I don't know, man. I might see, you know. What do you reckon? call-in show tomorrow? Let me know, people, if you want a call-in show tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on Sunday for the podcast with Andy Tate, Flawless, and yeah, we're back on Sunday, and then obviously the game. But yeah, man, big up my guy Killis, man. Love, man, love. And if you want to plug Statman, you got anything coming up?
I think I done a video on Casemiro earlier today, and then yesterday I did a video with you, I think.
Yeah. So go check that out, people. Go check that out, man. Also, yeah, vote for Statman as well, man. You get me? Man, like Statman Baines, you know what I mean?
Vote for
I know
Saeed,
he's trying to be humble.
Nah, you see this here? Don't share the vote. Just vote for Saeed, innit?
I love that, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Adam, man, let them know what you're doing, man. When's the channel coming, man? Get the channel button, man.
Yeah, I might have to get something started with my bro.
Come on, man. We need to see that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Casemiro slanders, you know what I mean? Get them on, man.
People get it wrong.
I'm only joking.
People get it wrong. It's not Casemiro slander. I'm just trying to make my point across. But maybe English is not my first language as well. It's my third. So maybe I'm getting it all wrong as well, the way I speak it.
Yeah. Nah, it's all love, man. It's all love, man. No. Big up to everybody watching. Like I said to you, man, big up to everybody. Glazers out as always, man. Don't forget that, people, man. Win, lose, or draw, like Mr. Structure says, man. Always Glazers out, people. We're out. Take care.